Ordered myself a computer. I don't even know if it's gonna work though. It's seen the conditions of a basement flood. It was only an inch of water, but would have been lots of moisture in there. This was sitting in a wooden trunk that had a half-ass lid, so the moisture could dry out. It's probably what saved it really. It would have just boxed all that moisture in if it didn't have the broken lid. There's no rust whatsoever, so I think she'll be safe. It's actually my auntie and uncle's old computer. Me and my cousins used to play, old computer games that this kind of a thing could handle. I remember it was Windows 95 or 98. They got this computer just before we got our computer, which was a Windows 98. And I still have it, but it's been upgraded many times since. So it's not very original, but this one, I'm guessing it still has the original operating system, because I don't think they would have upgraded this thing. Though the paneling has been taken off. My uncle's the type to fix stuff and keep it maintained, so he might have just taken that cover off to give it a clean. But it also might mean that it's got a different operating system. By no means do I know anything about computers. I may sound like I do, but trust me, I don't. I just know the basics, you could say. Boy, it's amazing how much it yellowed though. The last time I seen this thing, it was just the same color as this. Hey kitty. I was watching a UXW Bill video the other day, and he brought up how the spacers and stuff have to be exact, and how the motherboard can't touch the walls or anything. And yeah, I went to plug the monitor into it. I noticed that wiggled, and then I looked inside a little. See that? The whole corner of the motherboard is flexing right there. Probably not too good. What if that's touching something it shouldn't be? I guess I shouldn't plug this thing in right away. I'll have to take it apart first, I guess. Well, I got our door open here, and first thing I noticed is the intense chemically plastic smell. What if something's burnt out here? That stinks. And yeah, I can see already. There's a missing screw right there that I'm blocking the light to. Probably would still function. It's just kind of, sketchy nonetheless. Okay, I got my handy dandy flashlight here. You can see where the screws should have been. Right there. Looks like there's just like this plastic thing in this one going through just to hold it steady, I guess. And where did I see that other? See another plastic thing right on this one, right where the light's at. Probably can't really tell, but yeah, I don't know. There's not very much for support. There's a screw back there. I guess this side's just a little floppy. Doesn't seem to want to push down flat on the metal, so I might be lucky. There must be some sort of space setup. Looks like it's got a relatively new fan on it there. I think, anyways. It might be old, but there's some numbers and stuff there that you can't see at all. Oh yeah, I guess I should show this thing. This seems to be of interest for computer people, this chip thing. I don't know what that is. I don't think they would have had dial-up. See, it's got that connection on it there, I don't know. My battery died. Where was I? Oh yeah. I was looking at this thing. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a graphics card or something, because there's like a chip down there. A couple chips there. Something there. And a few capacitors and whatnot. And then barcodes and little pointy things on that side. Probably what you'd expect to see on that side of it. There's some more of the insides. Look at this thing. That looks cool. I've never seen that before. I looked inside about 4 computers, and I've never seen that kind of like card before, you know, like that's for like, looks like they're touching each other. It's probably not too good. Like that's where Windows 98 would be stored on or whatever. Like I'm not saying it right at all, but maybe you've seen lots of them, but that's the first one I've seen like that. And that's like the, I forget what it's called too, the disc, not the disk drive, it's made in Philippines anyways. Guess I should show it. I'm just having a doozy of a time with this. Went and pressed the power button while I was trying to weasel my camera in there. Come on, camera, just try a little bit at least. It says Fujitsu Limited. Warning, blah blah blah. Made in the Philippines, which I already stated. Date 2004, so it's made in 2000. A little newer than I expected it to be. Model MPF3102AT. There's a little diagram. Looks like it's telling me it needs to be faced in the up direction. Oh, look at it, has a little built-in speaker. Huh. Didn't even notice that. It's got little random hookups here that go to nothing. Yeah, every single one goes to nothing. I wonder what it is. Oh, it's all coming from this thing. Like turbo? Like what? You press that button and it just supercomputer for a bit there, and then you gotta shut it off in case so you don't blow it up. I don't know. But yeah, that's all this stuff just coming to nothing here. Big heap of it. I bet they were hooked up to those things, and I would have no idea where they go, so I'm not even gonna try. There's quite a bit of stuff here not hooked up. What's going on? Hopefully this thing even turns on. Another card. Or chip, I mean. That was that one right there. And keep going along, and then we got some more stuff right here. Oh, this is another hookup thing. Oh, that's weird. Look at that. Look at all those capacitors. None of them are blown. Look at all the stuff unhooked. I bet you the fan isn't even hooked up. I wonder if this was a project and they just give up on it and left it. Things are looking pretty grim right now for this computer. I believe anyways, unless it's all here. I just gotta plug everything back in to where it goes, and that's a problem because I don't know where it goes. But I'm gonna try turning it on just with everything as is for now. What are these things? Looks like there's some sort of a heatsink setup. By the way, these things right here. Any ideas? This is something I haven't seen before. I'm guessing it's just something you'd see in an older computer. And yeah, I don't know. That battery's probably pooched. There's the power supply. I mean, it looks like stuff's pretty hooked up. Maybe that's just how it is, because I mean, all computers have hookups that don't plug into anything. Looks like something could have went in there. There's like a little something that you'd plug something into there. I don't know. Camera don't want to get a nice clear focus. There we go. Well, I guess just hook it up and see what happens. Check this out. Tells me the year anyways, 1998. It says made in Japan way up there. Mitsami CD-ROM drive, that's what that is. Yeah, the rest you could probably see. Here's on the power supply. Anyways, back to hooking it up. Something I just noticed here, there's no switch for this power supply, so when I plug it in, it's just going to be getting power, so That's kind of crappy. If there's a short, it's just gonna send sparks shooting out the plug-in. Well, here's a smoke test for the monitor. Let's see what happens when I plug it in. Ooh. Made a TV sound. There's no supply going to it, so... Oh, there we go. It works. Now to plug the computer in. Or should I say the scary part. Ooh. Nothing happened at all. Okay, now I'm just gonna go around here and gently turn it on. Oh, that's all. Oh, that's probably not too good, eh? Turned on for a second and then shut right off. Probably something was shorted out. I heard little wee sounds coming from somewhere here. I think this computer is seen too much. It was like a kind of a noise. It was really quiet. It just sounded like something was warming up or something. Well, there was no smoke, but it I think there was almost some smoke. Just feel some stuff, see if it's really warm or anything. So far so good. Wow, that was a letdown. I was ready to just celebrate. Then it shut off and that was it. I guess I shouldn't really be sticking my hand in there. There's stuff that holds a charge, isn't there? Like, well, I guess this is a project.